Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is Apba Baseball Classics, where yesterday's stars performed through cards and dice, classic games on our tabletops. Good morning, everybody. This is Apba Brian at Apba Baseball Classics, bringing to you game number 46 of the King of the Hill tournament. Today we're playing the 1946 Boston Red Sox against the 1942 New York Yankees. These are two very similar teams. The Boston Red Sox and Yankees are both rated defensive teams 1, fielding column 1, and they're both very strong up in the middle. Look at the middle of both of these teams defensively. You got guys like, first of all, for the 42 Yankees, who are the current kings of the hill, they are 1-0. You've got Bill Dickey at catcher, Gordon and Rizzuto at second base and shortstop. Gordon is an Apba-rated 9 defender. Rizzuto is an 8. You get Joe DiMaggio in center field. He is a fielding column 3. Also, for the Boston Red Sox, you got Wagner at catcher. He's an 8. But at second base and short, you got Bobby Doerr, who played defensive 9 in Apba, and Johnny Pesky is a shortstop. He's a rated 9 defender. And Joe's brother, Don DiMaggio, is a center fielder, also rated 3. So both teams are identical up the middle. Both teams have the year's leading superstars. Joe DiMaggio for the Yankees, Ted Williams for the Red Sox. Both teams have unusually powerful second baseman. Joe Gordon retired with the most home runs in the American League for second baseman. Bobby Doerr retired with the second most home runs in the American League for second baseman. Two very even teams. Starting pitching is even. Would say the Red Sox have a little bit better bullpen. Here's the starting lineups for today's game. For the Boston Red Sox, Johnny Pesky is at shortstop, DiMaggio and Williams, Bobby Doerr, Rudy York, Pinky Higgins, and then Moses Wagner and Joe Dobson. Dobson is a grade B wide pitcher for Boston. For the 42 Yankees, you've got Rizzuto, Heinrich, and Joe DiMaggio, Gordon, Keller, and Dickey, Wolf, Hassett, and Atlee Donald on the mound. Atlee Donald from Morton, Mississippi, is a grade C pitcher with a Z control modifier. We're playing Apba Basic using the Apba ABNR ML League Basic Boards. I think that's Apba Baseball Nostalgic Retro Mail League. That's what that stands for. And I kind of like these boards. Sometimes they require an extra dice, but that's okay. We're ready to go. Johnny Pesky steps into the box for the Red Sox, and he is facing Atlee Donald for the New York Yankees. 4-1 is a ground ball by Pesky, hit to the shortstop, Scooter. Rizzuto throws to Hassett at first, 1 down. Brings up Dominic DiMaggio. He rolls a 2-1, and that's a fly ball hit to center field. His brother Joe puts out Dominic. No love today on the ball field. Here is Ted Williams. Swing the bat from the left side. 5-2 is a roller to third base. Red Wolf with that play. 3 up and 3 down for the Red Sox in the top of the first. To the bottom of the first inning, nothing with the Yankees coming to bat. We are playing a King of the Hill tournament. It's been hard for teams to stay on top of this hill. The most wins we have is 4 by any of the teams. And let's see, we've got the standings here. I'll run that on the banner down below. But in the standings, in first place are the 1935 Pittsburgh Crawfords, who are 4-1. And in second place for the tournament, 1938 Yankees, 4-1 with a run differential of plus 11 runs. 32 Yankees have shown the third best performance at 4-1 plus 4. Phil Rizzuto steps into the box against Joe Dobson. 2-4 is a fly ball to Dominic DiMaggio. 1 out. Here's old reliable Tommy Heinrich. 2-5 is a fly out to center field. 2 fly ball outs, and Joe Dobson's might have a 3 down inning if he can retire the Yankee Clipper Joe DiMaggio. And that's a third fly ball right to center field. And Dominic puts out his brother Joe, returns the favor. We go to the top of the second inning. No score. Atlee Donald will be pitching to Bobby Doerr of the Red Sox. Bobby Doerr was a player who 6 times in 6 seasons collected over 100 RBIs. He was one of the main run producers of these years for the Red Sox. Here's the pitch to Bobby Doerr. 4-4 is a base hit for Bobby Doerr, first hit in the game. He is an average speed runner at first base. Here is Rudy York, former Detroit Tiger. No outs and 1 on. Pitch to Rudy York, 3-6 is a 33. Pop up to third base. Unless Atlee Donald has the next strikeout rating, he does not. So it's a pop out to third. 1 down, 1 on. Pinky Higgins, another ex-Detroit Tiger. There is some championship pedigree on this team. Both Higgins and Doerr played on championship Detroit Tiger teams. 63 is a fly out to center field. Runner holds at runner holds at first base. 2 outs, and it's going to be up to Wally Moses. And Moses also brings a championship pedigree. He is a veteran now, but he played with the early 30s Philadelphia Athletics that won American League championships. 43 is a comebacker back to the mound. Atlee Donald fields it and throws him out. No runs on a hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the second inning. It's the Red Sox nothing and the Yankees nothing. All right, the 1942 American League MVP steps into the box. He was the man who really drove the bus for the 1942 Yankees, their best hitter that year. He won an MVP. Bobby Doerr, the Red Sox second baseman, won an MVP in 1944. Here's the pitch to Joe Gordon. 5-1 is a fly out to center field. The Yankees are driving the ball to the middle of the field. Every out's been a fly out to center. Charlie Keller. 5-4 is hit to the right side in the air and caught by Wally Moses, 2 outs. That brings up Bill Dickey. 1-6 is a ground out to shortstop. 3 up and 3 down for the Yankees. We go to the top of the third. Nothing. All right, Hal Wagner leads off for Boston. Hope everyone had a great Mother's Day weekend. Lori and I, and by the way, Lori says good morning to everyone. Good morning, Lori. We went camping at Clinton Lake in Kansas. It was a beautiful weekend this weekend. The sun was out. Temperatures were great. It's kind of an overcast day today and a little drizzly this morning in Kansas City. All right, Wagner is up to bat for Boston. 56 is a 34. Pop up to the shortstop, and that is caught by the scooter, Phil Rizzuto. One down. Here's Johnny Pesky. 3-5 is a base hit for, nope, 9 will take that away. 9, the C's take that base hit away. It's going to be a ground out to third base. Let's back that up. First batter was Wagner. He was out. The batter is Joe Dobson. 35 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 outs. Now Johnny Pesky. 3-4 is a fly out to center field. Seems to be the flavor of the day today, fly outs to center field. Another clean inning by Joe Dobson. We go to the last of the third. 0-0. All right, Red Wolf will lead off for the New York Yankees. He is a veteran. 21. Fly out to right field. 1 down. Here's Buddy Hassett. That's a good season with the Brooklyn Dodgers prior to coming to the Red Sox organization. 1-3 is going to be a base on balls for Buddy Hassett. That's the Yankees' first base runner. Average speed at first base. And now the pitcher, Atlee Donald, comes to bat. He will swing away. Here's the pitch to Atlee Donald. 65 is a 35. Foul out to the catcher, Hal Wagner. That's 2 outs. Top of the order, and the scooter, Phil Rizzuto. I believe Rizzuto was a rookie in 1942. Here's the pitch to the scooter. 26 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. Pitchers are in control early. We go to the top of the 4th. 0-0 is the score. Could use a good well-pitched game. We've had a lot of slugfest on the channel in this King of the Hill tournament. Dominic DiMaggio steps in the box for the Boston Red Sox. The pitch to DiMaggio, 5-2, is a ground ball to third base. Red Wolf scoops and throws that. Buddy Hassett at first. 1 away. Dominic is 0 for 2 on the day. Here's Ted Williams. We'll see if he can get the Red Sox offense started. The pitch to Teddy Ballgame is popped up in the air, back near the backstop, and caught by Bill Dickey. 2 outs. Here's Bobby Dorr. 5-3 is an 18. Both teams are filling column 1, and this will be the first time we've had to do a third dice roll. If I roll a 1 or a 2, it's going to be an error on the shortstop. A 3 through 6 will be out at first. Ground out the shortstop. It is ground out of first base, ground out the shortstop. 3 up and 3 downs for the Red Sox. Last of the 4th. Still 0-0. Old reliable Tommy Heinrich will lead off for the Yankees. 1-1 roll. That could be something there. Heinrich has a little power. Second column roll. 35 is a 4. A leadoff double for Tommy Heinrich. First time anybody has been in scoring position. Well, you could say Joe DiMaggio and Ted Williams are in scoring position when they walk up to the plate. But Yankees got a man on second with nobody out, and Joe DiMaggio coming to bat. Joe D, a lifetime 325 hitter. What kind of a season that he had in 1942? Let's see. He was .305 with 29 home runs. He had 1 year where he was hitting 400 late in the season, and then he had an eye injury. In the last few weeks, his average dropped to 381, but he flirted with 400. Here's a pitch to Joe DiMaggio. 55 is a single, and that's going to score Heinrich from second base. Yankees are on the board. Yankees won, and the Red Sox nothing. Fast runner at first base. Here's Joe Gordon. Gordon rolls a 1-5, which is a 10 against a B pitcher. Base hit. DiMaggio will round second and go all the way to third. And on the next pitch, Joe Gordon will steal. With this book, I'm not giving my catchers a chance to throw out the runners like I do in my other book because I don't have that chart in this book. So we're just going straight basic Apba. And we have a steal of second base. So Gordon is at second. DiMaggio is at third. Nobody out. And Dobson is in some trouble. He's going to be facing King Kong Charlie Keller, Yankee outfielder. He's got a lot of power. Runners at second and third. Red Sox will play the infield in. Let's see who's batting after Keller. That's Bill Dickey, hitting the 290s in 1942. They'll pitch to Keller. 23 is a 12. And that's going to be a fly ball to left field, not very deep. DiMaggio will tag the throw of the plate, the throw by Ted Williams. DiMaggio is tagged out at home, 7-2. It's going to be a double play, fly out to left by Charlie Keller. And DiMaggio tagging up, trying to score, is thrown out at the plate. 2 outs. And that changes the complexion of this inning. Bill Dickey's the batter now, runner at second with 2 down. Here's the pitch to Bill Dickey. 3-4 is a fly out to center field. The Yankees get 1 run on 2 hits. Hadn't had any hits in this game until the 4th inning. We go to the top of the 5th. It's the Yankees 1 and the Red Sox nothing. All right, Rudy York for Boston will lead off. Had a slow start to his career, but he had a magnificent major league career. His slow start is because he came up with people ahead of him. He came up with the Tigers as a catcher, and Mickey Cochran was the Tiger catcher, plus also the manager. So he had to find another position. And he's at first base. 33 is going to be a hit column roll for Rudy York. 2-4 is a leadoff double for the Red Sox. We'll see if they can match what the Yankees did and tie this game. York is a slow runner at second base. With this book that I'm using, you don't have to say safe base running or not. That's all built in. The play results. Pinky Higgins comes to bat for Boston. No outs, runner at second base. 1938, Pinky Higgins got hot, and he had 2 days where there were double hitters, and he had 12 consecutive hits, plus a walk in there, so he reached base 13 straight times those 2 days in 1938. Here's a pitch to Pinky Higgins from Etley Donald. 2-2 roll. That's a favorable roll for the offense. 7 is going to be a single, and it's going to score Rudy York. So just like the Yankees, the Red Sox start off the inning with a double and a single. Game is tied. Boston 1, New York 1. That brings up Wally Moses. 6-3 is a fly out to center field for Wally Moses. 1 down. Here is catcher Hal Wagner. He's followed by the pitcher. 45 is going to be 2 balls and no strikes. Atlee Donald has the Z modifier. 6-5 is a foul out to the catcher. So now 2 down, and the pitcher Dobson comes up. 2-2 roll for the pitcher. 9 against a C pitcher. I think that's going to be an out. Pop out to third base. That ends the inning. 1 run on 2 hits. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Boston won and Yankees won. We got a good tight ball game here. All right, our Red Sox friend says happy Monday. Hope all is well. It is, and we know who our Red Sox is rooting for. Hoping you're having a good day at work today, Al. Here we go with the bottom of the 5th inning. Red Wolf leads off for New York. Joe Dobson on the mound for Boston. 6-6 roll. That's a hit, call, and roll. So now another loud bang to start an inning for the Yankees. 1-6 is going to be a triple for Red Wolf. No outs. Boston pulls their infield in for Buddy Hassett. He is the 8th place hitter. They could walk him, set up a double play. I believe that's what we will do. Red Sox fan says, happy Mother's Day, Lloyd. Al, would you walk Buddy in this case to set up a double play or pitch to Hassett with the infield in? Hassett, let's see, 284 hitter, so pretty solid. Had some solid seasons. I know he hit over 300 at least once for the Brooklyn Dodgers when he was with Brooklyn. I'm going to walk him. That's going to bring up the pitcher, Atlee Donald. All right, Atlee Donald, the pitcher steps into the box. Runners on first and third. Boston will play double play depth. Here's the pitch to Atlee Donald. 2-4 is a 32, and that is going to be a fly out to right field. Fast runner can attempt to score. The runner on third is Wolf. I don't think he's rated fast. In fact, he's rated slow. He's not going to try to score. So we go to the top of the order with 1 away. And Phil Rizzuto at bat. Still double play depth. Here's the pitch to the scooter, Phil Rizzuto. 3-6 is a 33. 33 is a Y, and that's a strikeout. Clutch pitching by Joe Dobson. He's got the Y strikeout modifier. 2 outs. And now Tommy Heinrich, old reliable for the Yankees. And LSI says, yeah, go ahead and face the pitcher, which is what we did. Here we go. Tommy Heinrich is the batter. Here's the pitch to Heinrich. 4-6 is a fly out the right field. So Joe Dobson comes up huge after the leadoff triple. No runs on a hit. No errors and 2 left. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Red Sox won and the Yankees won. Top of the order for Boston, and Johnny Pesky steps into the batter's box. Hit 331 as I think when his rookie year, this is, I believe, was his sophomore season, Johnny Pesky, and he didn't tail off. 335 in 1946. Here's the pitch from Atlee Donald to Pesky, 41. Is a ground ball to shortstop, taken by Rizzuto. 1 down. Here's Dominic DiMaggio, fly out to his brother in the first inning. 5-2 is a ground ball to third base. Red Wolf corrals it and across the diamond. 2 outs. Here's Teddy Ballgame. 0 for 2, grounded out and popped out to the catcher. 2-2 roll for Ted Williams. That's a drive to the right field alley. Williams will round first and go to second. He has a 2-out double. Red Sox are in scoring position for Bobby Doerr. 116 RBIs, 6 seasons with over 100 RBIs. He's one of their big run producers. Let's see if Donald wants to pitch the door. He's got it. Rudy York next. 276 with 17 home runs, about the same. We'll pitch the door. Two down, runner at second base. Here's the pitch. 2-6 is a 27. That's going to be a ground out to third base. So a little noise for the Red Sox on the top of the 6th. No runs on a hit. They leave him stranded at second. We're at the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-1 tie. All right, for the Yankees, they're going to be in the middle of their order. Joe DiMaggio, Charlie King Kong Keller, and Bill Dickey. Dickey's kind of toward the end of his career, but he still hit 290, about 295, I think, in 1942. Here's the pitch to Joe DiMaggio. 4-5 is going to be a leadoff single. Dobson being careful. He is fast at first base. And now the AL MVP here is Joe Gordon, MVP in 1942. 4-3 is a 29. Both teams are filling column 1. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Throws to shortstop to get the first out at second. The throw back to first is not in time. Fielder's choice. So DiMaggio is out 1-6 as he slides into second base, but they could not complete the double play. Still a runner at first, and here is Charlie Keller. 6-1 is a fly ball to left field. Gordon holds at first. 2 down, and here's Bill Dickey. 4-1 is a ground out to shortstop. Well pitched game. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Red Sox won and the Yankees won. This is one of the premier rivalries in sports, and it was so probably since Boston lost Babe Ruth to New York, but definitely in the late 30s and 40s, those DiMaggio Williams teams probably continue. It's been one of the great rivalries in sports in the United States. Atley Donald will be facing Rudy York, Pinky Higgins, and Wally Moses in the top of the 7th inning. The pitch to York is a 35. That's going to be a walk. Both teams have been doing a pretty good job at getting base runners on, the leadoff hitter on. York is slow at first base. Pinky Higgins is the hitter. 2-5 is an 8 against a C pitcher. That's going to be a base hit. Hard ground ball to center field. That's good, but York is going to hold at second base. Red Sox have no outs in first and second in the 7th inning. This, by the way, is the fatigue inning for both starting pitchers. 3 bad things happen, and their rating goes down a grade. All right, a nearly tired Atley Donald will be pitching to Wally Moses. Here's the pitch to Moses. 5-2 is a 27. That's going to be a ground ball to third base. The throw to second, over to first. It's a 5-4-3 twin killing. 2 outs. Red Sox now are left with just a runner at third. and the catcher at bat who they will walk. And now they're going to pitch to Joe Dobson, the pitcher. So first and third, or let's see, first and third. Here's the pitcher to Joe Dobson. It's got 1-8, which would be a base hit. That 9 would not be. 2 8s is 7. Not much chance to get a hit, but we're not going to take out Dobson in a 1-1 game. Here's the pitch, 3-6 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. So we go to the bottom of the seventh inning stretch time. Yankees won, and the Red Sox won. And fatigue-wise, same thing for Joe Dobson. This is his fatigue inning as he faces Red Wolf, Buddy Hassett, and then the pitcher. 3 bad things happen. He'll go to a grade C. All right, Dobson's ready to go. Here's the pitch to Red Wolf from New England. He is from New Hampshire. 51 is a base on balls. This is the third time in the last 4 innings they've got their leadoff hitter on. Here's Buddy Hassett. Two 6 is a fly out to left field, play made by Teddy Ballgame in left. 1 out. Batter is Atlee Donald. Still has 1 mark left on his fatigue. No, he doesn't, because he walked 2 guys, gave up a single, so he's a grade D pitcher. Timeout. Yankees will pitch hit for Atlee Donald. Donald goes 7 innings, gives up 1 run. We're at the 4th spot in the pitching rotation. Next game we'll go back to the number 1 spot. Pitch hitter for New York will be, let's see, switch hitter Roy Columbine. And Brewer is warming up in the bullpen. He will pitch the 8th inning for New York. There's a pitch to Roy Columbine, pitch inning for the pitcher. 2-4 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs. Dobson has come up huge in the clutch. There is Phil Rizzuto. 2-3 is a 12, and that is going to be a ground out to third base. We go to the 8th. Score still tied at 1. All right, new pitcher for the Yankees to pitch the 8th inning is Marv Brewer. He's a grade C, control modifier Z, from Rolla, Missouri. That's in southeast Missouri. All right. For the Boston Red Sox, they're at the top of the order, and Johnny Pesky will lead off. This game being played at Yankee Stadium. 5-5 roll is a base hit for Johnny Pesky. And like the Yankees, they have got the leadoff hitter on in 3 of the last 4 innings. I said when this game started, both these teams were very similar. They're playing this game similar. Dominic DiMaggio, Jody's little brother, known as the Little Professor, will come to bat. 300 hitter, not with Joe's power. 1-3 is a 14. 2 balls and no strikes. Brewer has the Z modifier. 6-6 roll. That's a hit column roll for Dominic DiMaggio. And 3-4 is a 11. That's going to be a single off the second column. But that sends Pesky to third, and Dominic will steal second. On the third pitch, 2 balls and 1 strike on the batter. So a stolen base. makes it second and third, Boston, with nobody out. And don't look now, but Ted Williams has a bat in his hand and he's ready to hit. Frustrated, he went 0 for 2 with a ground down and pop out. Then in the sixth inning, he didn't lead off the inning, but with 2 outs, he hit a double. And I think Brewer doesn't want any part of Ted Williams. He's going to walk Ted Williams. Bases loaded. Now Red Sox fans booing at work. He wants to see Ted Williams hit in this spot, but I think that's what Mark Brewer would do. Bases loaded, no outs. Infield is playing back for the double play. Bobby Doerr is the batter. As we've been saying, 116 RBIs in 1946, a big run producer for the Red Sox. He rolls a 6.5, which 6.6 would have been a home run, a grand slam. But he gets under and pops it up to the catcher. And he is out with not producing anything. Actually, that result is a pop out to first base. So credit Buddy Hassett with that catch. 1 out. Bases are still full. Here's Rudy York, 17 homers in 1946. Infield still playing double play depth. Here's the pitch to Rudy York, 2-3. Is a 12. And they're playing deep, so it's going to be a double play, 6-4-3. Ground out to the shortstop. That kills the Red Sox hopes in the 8th. 2 hits, but no runs, and 3 left. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Boston won, and the Yankees won. Let's see, where are we at? We're at the number 2 spot on the Yankee order. Joe Dobson has 1 mark against his fatigue. He'll go back out there and pitch the 8th inning. Let's see, the batter should be Tommy Heinrich. Old Reliable steps into the box for New York. A lot of these guys, that's 1942. A lot of these guys went into military service due to World War II. And he was playing his last game in September of 1942. Was playing before going to the Coast Guard. And when he went to the Coast Guard, the game was, I believe, in Detroit. No, it was in Boston. And Old Town fans gave him a standing ovation, knowing that he was going to go into the military. Dizzy Trout was pitching for Detroit, and Trout looked at Heinrich and said, "Soak it in. This only happens once." So he waited and let him receive the applause. Then he returned the pitching to Tommy Heinrich, worked the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. And then the 6th pitch came in. Heinrich lined a line drive to center field, but all 6 pitches were fastballs, and Heinrich knew that Trout knew he was primarily a fastball hitter. So after that, he said, "You'll never hear me say a word against Dizzy Trout," because he knew I was a fastball hitter. He gave me 6 fastballs, and that's some kind of class, isn't it? Tommy Heinrich leads off the last of the 8th inning for the Yankees. We're in a 1-1 tie, middle of the Yankee order. 24 is a comebacker back to Dobson. He fields it cleanly and throws to first. 1 down. Tommy Heinrich is 1 for 4. Here's Joe DiMaggio. Joe D is 1 for 2. He has singled and driven in the run, the only Yankee run, and also walked. 3-1 is a base hit for Joe DiMaggio. So he's been on base 3 times. Here's Joe Gordon. Let's see. Dobson has 2 marks against his fatigue, so he's not tired yet. The Red Sox do have a little bit stronger bullpen than the Yankees. Gordon is a right-handed batter. Let's see. Well, they've got Bob Klinger, who is a B pitcher, and Mace Brown in the bullpen. Both are right-handed. Boston is going to call it a day for Joe Dobson and relieve him before he hits his fatigue point. He goes 7 1/3 innings. He was a workhorse. I think at 46, he completed about 25 of 36 starts, something like that. But he's going to come out so we can get a higher pitching grade here against Joe Gordon. New pitcher for the Red Sox is Mace Brown. And let's see, Mace Brown is a grade B pitcher, but both are right-handed, so it'll be a grade A pitcher pitching to Gordon in this situation for one batter only. And here is the pitch. 5-5 roll to Gordon, 8 against an A is a pop-up on the infield. Johnny Pesky calls for it and puts it away. 2 down. And now Charlie Keller. Let's see, Brown now goes back to a grade B pitcher with the W modifier. Pitch to Charlie Keller. 1-1 roll to Keller. That's a 4. And that's going to be a drive to the alley, definitely scoring Joe DiMaggio, who is fast. Keller around second. He's going to slide into third with an RBI triple. The Kings of the Hill Yankees finally take the lead in this game. It is Yankees 2, Red Sox 1. What a struggle it was. Here is Bill Dickey. Infield with 2 outs will play back. Here's the pitch to the Yankee catcher. 5-4 is going to be hit into the air on the right side. Wally Moses is under it and makes the catch. But the Yankees get a run on 2 hits, and they take a 2-1 lead into the top of the 9th inning. All right, Mark Brewer will return to pitch for New York, great CZ pitcher. And Peaky Higgins will lead off for Boston. They got Higgins, Moses, and Wagner. Let's see. They're stirring in the Red Sox dugout. We might be getting some pitch hitters. There's no mind about it. We will be getting some pitch hitters for sure. But Peaky Higgins will start it off for Boston in the 9th. They're down by a run now. Here's the pitch to Peaky Higgins. 3-5 is a base on balls to Higgins. Red Sox aren't going to roll over and die easy. All right, timeout. There'll be a pitch hitter for Wally Moses, and that pitch hitter is going to be Tom McBride. He'll stay in the game and play in the outfield. He'll be playing right field. Another pitch hitter coming out on deck is Roy Partee. First of all, here's the pitch to Tom McBride. 2-1 is a 30. That's going to be an unproductive out. Shallow fly ball to left field, taken by King Kong Keller. 1 out. New pitch hitter, Roy Partee. If the Red Sox can tie this game, he'll stay and play catcher. Roy Partee is a .315 hitter. Here's the pitch to Partee. 6-1. Ground ball to shortstop. Scooped by Rizzuto. The throw to second. The throw to first is in time. No party for Partee. He rolls into a 6-4 game-inning double play. And the Yankees exhale a sigh of relief. They survived the Boston Red Sox of 1946. Winners 2-1 in this game. Let's catch the line score here. Boston scored 1 run on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, no errors. Yankees scored 2 runs on 5 hits and no errors. Very clean ball game. Not many walks as well. Winning pitcher is going to be Atley Donald. He was relieved by Brewer, who pitched 2 innings and gave up no runs, gets a save. And the losing pitcher is Joe Dobson, who goes 7 1/3 and gives up 1 run. He was relieved by Mace Brown, who goes 1 2/3, no runs. All right. Phil Reynolds says, hey to everybody. And Al Red Sox says, oh, Mace Brown. All right. Thanks for watching, Phil and Al. I like to do some of my games live to maintain some community here and contact with guys. Lately I've been doing games uploaded, and I've been watching Giles Tebow play his Apba games, and he had a couple of videos talking about how you can play games faster and giving some ideas on that. So I've been rolling 6 pairs of dice and then reading the results and playing the games in about 20 minutes. I know you guys don't care how long they are, but some Apba players do like to play a lot of games, and they like to see quicker ways to play games. So I might continue that for a while, and will also come live for a while. So, but thanks for tuning in. You'll have a great day, and may God bless.